What's Crusaders? I'm Callum C, and you guys asked me for a commentary with serious topics like I used to do, like when I talked about ghosts and space and stuff like that. So it took me a while to think of topics that I really wanted to do and I thought would be good to do that haven't been done before. So today I'm going to be talking about intelligence versus morality. And before I get into my beliefs and opinions, I'll give you a rough idea of what the two words mean. I'm sure most of you know already, but just for the people that don't, people generally refer to intelligence as someone's capacity to learn or understand something, and morality distinguishes between what's wrong or bad opposed to right and good. And what I want to talk about is whether the two are connected in any way or correlate. So if someone with low IQ has more of a chance of being a bad morally bad person, or high IQ gives them more of a chance of being a good moral person. So before I start, I just want to say that all of you guys are entitled to your own opinion. All your opinions matter just as much as each other, just as much as mine. My opinion doesn't matter more than any of yours. So if you want to share what you think anytime in the video or at the end, then you feel free. I'd love to know what you guys think. And yeah, I'm going to start. A good example for me is the typical American high school labels. I mean, I'm not from America, but obviously by movies I'm taking it. Obviously that's not how it works all the time, but I'm just going to use that stereotype. The not so smart football players pick on the good-natured intellectual kids like the math geeks and stuff like that, and by that example you'd think that intelligence does affect morality, but that's discounting strength and popularity and stuff like that. But obviously it's not that black and white. You do have smart football players and intelligent bullies, and with that said, even people who are mentally impaired or have mental problems know right from wrong. If you've ever seen Of Mice and Men, spoilers by the way, if you've never seen Of Mice and Men and you want to watch it before you listen to this, or if you plan to watch it, then there are spoilers. There's a man called Lenny who's a huge and strong man, but he's got the mind of a child, and that's his mental impairity, and he kills a small puppy near the end of the film, near the middle of the film. He kills a puppy accidentally, and he knows he's done something wrong, and even though he's got the mind of a child or the mind of someone who's got a low IQ, because obviously children can have high IQs and stuff like that, but he knows he's done something wrong. So it shows that even with a low IQ or low intelligence, you can and do have a grasp on morals. So another a really good one that I like to think about is Adolf Hitler. And sure, he wasn't the most intelligent person in the world, he wasn't super intelligent or anything like that, but he was a strategist, and he did, to achieve the tragedies that he caused, he had to be pretty smart. And he's arguably the most evil person to have ever lived, and almost anyone you ask will consider him to be like the pinnacle of bad morals. He's the benchmark for it. Everyone bad's compared to him, and even then some people admired and revered him enough to carry out the crimes that he asked of them, and believed that what they were doing was okay because he said so. And they believed he was a morally great person, and he really wasn't. No one would believe that now. I mean, I'm sure a few people do, but they can't be very good moral themselves. But yeah, a person that's linked to that is a guy called Bobby Fischer, and he was a grandmaster chess player, and he had an IQ of over 160, which is classed as a genius or above a genius. And he denounced Jews and Americans, and he believed that Jews should be rounded up and that President Bush should die, and he said that on radio, that President Bush should be killed basically, and he said death to President Bush and stuff like that. So for someone that smart to have such a radically different sense of morals than the majority of people in the world, it's hard for me to understand. It's kind of weird for me to think about someone that smart to think about something in that way, like someone should be shot or killed. Or I don't believe anyone should be killed unless they're a real piece of work like Adolf Hitler. But yeah, now lastly, I'd like you to think about yourselves Whoops, sorry. I'm assuming most of you consider yourselves morally good people. I mean, I like to think that I'm a morally good person, and I'm guessing most of you think that killing someone is one of the worst things you can possibly do. And for me, I believe that, and I know this is just a game that you're watching, and it's not really killing people, but I can bet that 95% of you watching this whole video, you wouldn't have batted an eyelid. You've seen it all before. And I can bet that the same percentage of people, when the first ever shooter came out, done the exact opposite and thought it was like the most horrific sight and stuff like that. And I know it's not really based on intelligence. I just wanted to leave you all with something to think about. So thanks for listening, and if you want to share your opinion down below or anything, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, you can leave a thumbs up if you want to, but obviously that you don't have to, that's your choice. And I love you all. Keep crusading. I hope you like the commentary, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.